have to rejoin. So nobody can talk to me. Harsh, Deep, Aditya. Okay, let me rejoin it. No, Patel is no. You are not audible. Headphone got muted. Turn off the microphone. Now, please speak. Now, can you listen me? Okay, now all of people, all of you can listen me. Yes, yes. Now your voice is coming. So there might be some problem in my microphone. Okay, I have only one earphone. Yes. Hello. Again, it is a problem. I can't listen. Uh, so I'm using my this laptop audio. Okay. So let's start. Okay. So, so last time, just for a revision. Okay, equivalent weight I told you about its atomic weight upon valency. Okay. For acids I told you that is your number of protons given by 1 mole acid. So it is hydrogen and this HCl is giving 1 mole hydrogen, H2SO4 is giving 2 mole, H3PO4 is giving 3 mole, and like that. So you have to use that one. Okay. Then for base, how many moles of OH ion are released? So NaOH, that is your 1 mole, so 40 by 1. Calcium hydroxide 74 by 2. The 2 moles are there. Okay. For salts, okay, that is a number of positive negative ion. Okay, you can divide it, or the salts which have replaceable hydrogen, like these salts. So number of replaceable hydrogens. So, but this concept you don't need right now, so just leave it. I told you for your information. Okay. Oxides, I told you. Okay, so that is the valency and all these things that I told you. Okay. So equivalent weight of sodium, here it is sodium has one valency, calcium has two valency, and aluminium has three valency. So atomic weight by valency. And MXOY, so I gave you this question, what is the valency here, atomic weight in terms of that. So we found out the valency, that is your 2y by x in case of oxides. Okay, these were the examples. For example, phosphorus has 5 valency here, so 5 into 2 divided by this number 2. Carbon dioxide, CO2, so it is 2 this number into 2 divided by this number. Okay, then sodium oxide, 1 into 2 and divided by 2 this number. So we did that. Okay, so equivalent weight of M is your molecular weight of atomic weight of M divided by the valency, which is this one, 2y by x. Okay, so we did some question there. Okay, so from this definition, equivalent weight of metal or element in its oxide is the weight which is bonded to 8 gram of the oxygen. So this is the weight. Okay, 8 gram, which is the weight. So for calcium oxide, 40 gram of calcium is bonded to 16 gram oxygen, so 8 gram is bonded to 20 gram. So 20 gram is the equivalent weight of the calcium. So that we did. Same thing is we did for iron. Okay, 2 into 56 is bonded to 3 into 16, so 8 gram is bonded to 18.67. So that is pretty clear here. Okay, another thing, we draw a conclusion that equivalent weight of Fe2O3, okay, is equal to equivalent weight of iron plus equivalent weight of oxygen. Okay, and it is applicable to all of the, whether it is oxides, carbonates, chlorides, whatever is there. So equivalent weight of metal plus equivalent weight, if it is chloride then equivalent weight of chlorine, if it is carbonate then equivalent weight of carbonate. Okay, like that. So we did some question there. Okay, in MO2 equivalent weight of metal is 9. So atomic weight of metal. So here it is, yes. Array, I uploaded the video. We can see the video, or you can, if you miss some class, just ask me about the video. It is there on the WhatsApp group. So that is 36. So okay, so we just for revision, because it is 2 days now, so most of you have not uh, that much memory inside your head. So metal oxide, 45% is the weight of metal. What is the equivalent weight? So 45% is bonded to 55% of oxygen, because in for 100% 45 is metal, so 55 is oxygen. So what is bonded to 8 gram, that is your equivalent weight. So that is your equivalent weight. Okay, then equivalent weight for the hydrogen released. Okay, when any metal reacts with acid, it releases hydrogen. Okay, so I correlated, that is the correlation between the moles of hydrogen gas released and the valency of the metal. Okay, this you have to remember. Half mole is equivalent to 1 mole hydrogen gas released, valency is 2, 1.5 released, valency is 3, and so on. So I gave you that example here. Then for chlorides, okay, in equivalent weights of chloride, the weight which is bonded to 35.5 gram of chlorine is the equivalent weight. Okay, why? Because the equivalent weight of chlorine is 35.5. Its valency is 1. Chlorine has 1 valence. Okay, that I told you. And again, in the carbonate, I told you, in carbonate, equivalent weight of metal or element is the weight which is bonded to 30 gram carbonate. This is your carbonate, CO3. So valency of carbonate is 2, weight of carbonate is 60, equivalent weight is 30. Okay, so that was the this. last day, that is on 8th, sorry 7th, 8th and 9th were holidays. So that was okay. So this PDF is there on the WhatsApp. So just you know go and watch it. Watch the video. Video is also there. Now let's what is that? Okay. So that was it. Okay, this one. So let's start with some of the questions regarding equivalent weight. Okay, this one. Now mm, let's take the question. Uh, Metal M reacts with 1 mole Cl2. Okay, 1 mole Cl2. What is equivalent weight of metal? What is the equivalent weight of metal? Okay, so this is the question, and this you have to solve. Okay, so what is the answer? Yes, Aditya. What is the answer? Okay, Harsh Mehta. How much? Harsh. 35.5. Okay, let's see. Why there are five? Patel, where is Patel here? Shaparajita. And they left the meeting. Okay. So, let's see this. Yeah. So, metal M reacts with 1 mole of chlorine to equivalent. Suppose now, okay, metal M, okay, is reacting with 2 into 35.5 gram of chlorine. Okay. So, what is the equivalent weight? Whatever weight is bonded to 35.5, that is the equivalent weight. Okay. So, it is equal to, equivalent weight is equal to M by 2. Okay, this is the answer, M by 2. Just write that one. Okay, next question we can take. What is equivalent weight of magnesium carbonate? Equivalent weight of magnesium carbonate. Magnesium has 24 gram. Magnesium is 24 gram. So what is the equivalent weight of magnesium carbonate? Where is Patel Yash? Equivalent weight of magnesium carbonate. So how to solve it? What is the equivalent weight of magnesium? So that is your 12 gram. 42 is the correct answer. Then equivalent weight of carbonate is 30. So you add them, 42. So that will become equivalent weight of magnesium carbonate. Okay, that one. Okay, so that is the answer. Okay, this is the answer. Now let's take another question. 2 gram of metallic carbonate, okay, on decomposition gives 1.5 gram of metallic oxide. Okay, 1.5 gram of metallic oxide. What is the equivalent weight of metal? reaction you can write mx carbonate Y on heating gives MXOY plus YC. So this is the reaction. Okay, then you have to solve it.
Sir, getting 58.
What is the answer?
58.
58. Yes. So let's solve it. Okay, how to, let's do this one. So you see metal carbonate. Okay, this one. So MXCO3Y. Okay, this one. Now you see here X into m gram metal. Okay, X into m. I should not write this one. Okay. X m gram of metal. X, because there are X moles of metal which has atomic weight of m. So m into x gram of metal is joined with carbonate has 60 gram weight. So y into 60 gram of carbonate. Okay, y into 60 gram. Now if what is the equivalent weight in case of carbonate? So whatever is attached to 30 gram, that is your equivalent weight. So that is your one equation. Then another we can write this one. Okay, this one. Now you see metal plus carbonate weight is your 2 gram. Okay, metal weight and the carbonate weight is 2 grams. So metal weight or carbonate weight I can write carbonate is your 2 minus metal weight. Okay, this one you can write. So total weight of metal and carbonate is your 2 gram. Okay, so we can write again, that is just to make you understand. Okay, so again we can write m gram of metal is attached to 2 minus m gram of carbonate. Okay, whatever attached to 30 gram of carbonate, that is the equivalent weight of metal. Okay, any confusion in this? Any confusion? Okay, so this is another equation, equation 2. Similarly, the metallic oxide is 1.5 gram. Okay, so we can also write for metallic oxide. Okay, so metal plus oxygen, I can write 1.5 gram. Okay, so oxygen is 1.5 minus. Okay, someone is in waiting room. Prince. oxygen is 1.5 minus m. So we can write here m gram of metal is connected to 1.5 minus m. So whatever is connected to 8 gram of oxygen, it is the equivalent weight. Okay, so this one. So we have equation 2 and equation 3. Okay, so in equation 2 there is one variable m and another variable equivalent weight. In equation 3 there is again same variable m and equivalent weight. So when you will solve it, both equation 2 and 3, okay, so equivalent weight will come as 58. Okay, it will come as 58. That is easy. If you have any doubt, you can ask. Any doubt? Okay, so
No doubt.
okay. I told you for carbonate, it is like this. Okay, 30 gram, whatever attached to 30 gram is the equivalent weight. So metal plus carbonate is 2 grams. So metal is m attached to, that is your carbonate, 2 minus m gram. So attached to 2 minus gram of carbonate. So whatever attached to 30 is the equivalent weight. Again, same thing we can do for oxide. M gram of metal is attached to 1.5 minus m gram of oxygen. So whatever attached to 8 gram of oxygen is the equivalent weight. So you can solve 2 and 3 and equivalent weight will be 58. Okay, this is the answer. And then now, now let's take another one. 3 gram of metal oxide. अरे यार, sorry. 3 gram of metal oxide converted to 5 gram of metal chloride. Okay, what is the equivalent weight of metal? This is a question. Okay, it is based on the previous question that we did. Okay, carbonate and oxide. So in the same manner, this is the question. Yes, Aparajita. What is the answer?
So I said I need two.
Okay.
Sir, is it 25 grams?
25 point.
No, sir, only 25.
25 is, I think it is correct. I think 25 is correct. Okay, now let's solve it. I will solve it. It's given in the book, but I think their solution is wrong. Now again, what we did in the carbonate and all this thing, carbonate and oxide. Okay, so you have to see carbonate m gram is attached to 2 minus m, then 30, and again you have to take for the oxides. So what we did here in this question, exactly we have to do the same thing. Now metal oxide, so in case of metal oxide, metal plus oxygen, metal plus oxygen is your 3. Okay, so oxygen is your 3 minus m. Then we can write m is attached to m gram. Okay, because metal and oxygen weight is total 3. So m gram metal attached to 3 minus m gram of oxygen. Okay, so whatever is attached to 8 gram of oxygen is the equivalent weight. So this is one equation. Another thing we can write for chlorides, because chloride is 5 gram. So again metal plus chlorine is your 5 gram. So chlorine is 5 minus m. Now we can write m is attached to 5 minus m gram of chlorine. So whatever attached to 35.5 gram of chlorine is the equivalent weight. Okay, this one. So this is the equation which is formed. Okay, so you can find m, we can find first. So then we can write here equivalent weight is equal to, okay, 8m upon 3 minus m. We can solve this. This is the first equation, and here equivalent weight is your 35.5 m upon 5 minus m. Okay, then you can equate both. Let's take it a second equation, and 8 minus m, 3 minus m. Okay, 35.5 m upon 5 minus m. So m cancels out with m. Okay, then you can solve it. Okay, you can solve it. So should I solve it, or you people can solve this equation? Okay, so this will become, people don't say anything here. Sometime I feel like I am teaching to zombies. So that is your 40 minus 8m is equal to 3. So 3 35.5, 3 5s are 15, 3 5s are 15, 16, 3 3s are 9. So that is your 106.5, okay, minus 35.5. Okay, this one. So this will become 35.5 minus 8m is equal to 106.5 minus 40. Okay, so m is equal to 106.5 minus 40 divided by 35.5 minus 8. So this is the equation. So what we will get here, let's try to calculate it fast.
So 2.41.
66.5 it is. Okay. Yes, what is the answer?
2.41.
2.41. Yes. And 35.5 minus 8, so approximately that will become
27.5.
27.5. So what is the exact answer? 2.41.
2.41.
So that is your metal m. Okay, now you have to find the equivalent weight. So now you can put this value here either in this equation or this equation. So 2.41, so I am putting in this equation. Okay, this equation I am taking. Okay, 2.41 upon equivalent weight is equal to 3 minus 2.41 divided by 8. So what is the answer you are getting? What is the equivalent weight?
Somewhere around 32.6.
How much?
32.6.
32.46. Okay. So yeah, that is the correct answer. Okay, so that is the correct answer. In the options the answer is approximately 33. So but you are getting exactly the answer which have to be there. Okay, so everybody understood the concept there.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so basically, because metal plus oxygen, again I am repeating, so you should listen because that is the same as that of carbonate and this one. So metal plus oxygen is 3, oxygen is 3 minus m, metal is attached to 3 minus 8 gram of this oxygen, so whatever attached to 8 gram is the equivalent weight. Then metal plus chlorine is 5, metal is attached to 5 minus m gram of chlorine here, so whatever attached to 35.5 is the equivalent weight. Now you can solve the equation. Okay, all of you can solve this equation and you can get this answer. Okay, this much complex calculation they will not give, they will give you easy calculation, but the concept you should know. Okay, the concept you should know. Everybody getting the concept? Aparajita, Prince.
Yes, sir.
Okay, now let's move on to next question. Okay, let's take one question from hydrogen. Let's take this one. 1 mole chlorine combined with m gram metal to give 111 gram of metal chloride. 111 gram of metal. Okay. Got it. The same weight of metal displays 2 gram hydrogen from acid. Okay. What is the equivalent weight of acid? What is the equivalent weight of acid? Oh, sorry, equivalent weight of metal. Sorry, equivalent weight of metal.
32 and 2020.
20 yes. Okay. Okay. So only one part is necessary to solve this. Okay. Anybody who is solving? Harsh, Parajita, Prince, Harsh,
20 grams.
Harsh Mehta.
Yes,
Mehta.
sir.
20. Everybody is getting the answer. That is a easy question. Now see 111 gram of metal chloride. Okay, this one. Now 1 mole of chlorine. So see Cl is 35.5. So Cl2 is how much? 71. Okay. Metal plus chlorine is 101. Oh sorry, 111. Chlorine is 71. So metal is how much? Sorry. Metal plus chlorine. So metal is 40. Metal is 40. Okay, got it. So from here only we can solve it, no problem. 40 gram of metal attached to 111 gram of chlorine. So whatever attached is to 35.5 gram is your equivalent weight. So equivalent weight will automatically come as 20 gram. It will come as 20 gram. Okay, but uh, this is also given. So although if you don't know this one, there is no problem, but let's do something about this. So metal is displacing 2 gram of hydrogen. 2 gram of hydrogen. So I told you that 1 mole of H2, when a metal is released, its valency is 2. Okay, when 1 mole H2, 1 mole H2 is your 2 gram. So that is one and the same thing. So here the valency is 2. So 40 by 2 also, that is your 20. Okay, this can also be done. So but they have given this in the first statement only, so you can solve it. I gave you just to show you the how hydrogen is related. Okay, this one. So this is it. Okay, now you can do the questions from the module. Whatever is given in the module, you can do that. okay, if you have any doubt, although the answers are given there. Okay, so you can solve that one from the module. Okay, solve all the questions in the module. Okay, if you use the calculator, no problem, because in chemistry calculation is not the things they are going to ask you, so you can use the calculator. Okay, but for simple calculations, please don't use. Okay, so that is, so a that so here I am resting the equivalent weight. Okay, I am resting it.
So can you let us know which are questions can be done by in the
uh,
module?
what,
Can you let us know which are questions do we need to do in the module?
which all questions, let me see. Okay, so where is the module? Wait, uh, here I get this. Okay, so this is the module. Okay, so it will open now. Okay, so this is your this is your equivalent weight, which is now over. So our last concept here is your last concept is concentration terms. Concentration terms. Okay, so this is your last concept. Okay, so means tomorrow or day after tomorrow on 11th or 12th, most of the time on 12th, your first chapter will be over. Okay, do the things whatever is there, why it is not opening. Okay, let's see, it will take time, I think. Okay, so let's do this one, concentration terms. So what is this? Yeah, this is okay, this one. Okay, so this is your this is the theory. Yeah, the problems. Okay, this law of chemical combination. Okay, now I have not taught you yet. Okay, so this you can leave right now. Okay, because now this is obsolete, outdated concept, but it is there in the code, so I will teach you. Okay, That's a 5 minutes concept. Then you can start from here. Okay, start from here. Number of atom, molecules, and moles. This you can start. Okay, so there you can do all the problems. Okay, and take a stopwatch and then try to do the problems. Okay, if you have some doubts regarding the molecule, suppose this is the molecule K for FeCN6, so you might not be getting what is the molecule, so just leave. If it is a complex molecule, you can leave that, then you can ask, but if you can understand, no problem. Okay, and yeah, because and these are the your reaction chemical equations, so you also can do it. Okay, okay, empirical formula, limiting reagent, that we have all done. So this is what may be some font problem. Okay, this is also the reaction type. Okay, this one. Then this is concentration term, so that we are doing currently. Okay, equivalent weight problems are not given here, so it's okay, I will give you equivalent weight problems. Okay, so accept this law of chemical combination. This you can leave right now, that I haven't taught you. Rest you can do. Okay, so these are okay concentration terms we are doing, so up to here you can do. Page number, what is the page number? 46. Okay, this you can do. Okay, try to do as many questions, don't leave. Answers are given, but try to use your brain, don't rush on to this answers. If you have any doubt, please ask. Okay, then it would be easier for you to uh, comprehend, because if you see the answer, then your brain will not work in the exam. Okay, so here is the thing. Okay, just do all the questions which are there. Now let's start with the concentration terms. In the concentration terms, okay, so concentration is what? Basically it is your, what is concentration? Okay, the meaning of concentrate or concentration is your highly dense, okay, entities. That is your concentration. Highly dense entities. Entities can be particles, they can be people, anything. So that is your highly dense entities. Okay, highly dense entities. That is your concentration. Okay, but in chemistry, what we do, okay, we take moles. That is a fundamental. Moles in a particular space. Okay, that is your concentration. Now suppose, okay, you know that if uh, you take the milk, okay, okay, milk coming out from the cow or buffalo, okay, whatever milk is coming out, that is concentrated. Then what milkmen do, it adds water to it, it become dilute. So concentrated means whatever content of milk are there, they are present in a larger amount. When we add water, okay, the amount become less per unit of the space, per unit space. Suppose, okay, let's take example. So this is the container, okay, and this is the, okay, milk from the cow or buffalo, okay, then you dilute it. So after dilution, okay, so that is your diluted milk, diluted. Extra moles or extra fat, basically that is the fat and protein in the milk, okay, when you add water, okay, it becomes less per unit. Okay, so from one of the container he can make several containers by adding water to them. So that is your dilution basically. Okay, so concentration is opposite to dilution. Okay, that is the basic thing, all of you know that. Okay, just to make you understand what is concentration and what is dilution. So after adding water, so when we add water, so its concentration becomes less. Okay, so concentration is measured in several forms. Okay, in several forms the concentration is measured. There are several definitions, several you can take physical quantities, okay, to make measure the concentration terms. So in concentration terms, okay, there are various concentration terms. First is your density, okay, then is your, there is another one that is called as your mole fraction, mole fraction, okay. Third is your strength, okay, strength, this is called as your strength. Fourth is your molarity, okay. Fifth one is your molality, okay. Sixth one is, should write here, okay. Sixth is normality, normality, okay. Seventh is density, okay. So these are enough, okay. So there are these terms, okay. Density and strength are somewhat similar, okay, we will study them. So let's take them one by one. Today I will take density only because time is limited, so I will take density only, okay. Sorry for this. So let's take density, okay. Density is used for both gases and liquid, okay. For solids we can use it, but we don't use it, uh, density, because solids we don't take the concentration terms for any solid, okay. Concentration terms are used for mainly for gases and liquid. So density is there in the gases and in liquid. So what is density? It is the weight per unit volume, okay. There are various difficult questions which are coming, okay. So weight per unit volume is your density. Now suppose if I take density of water density. So water density is how much? 1 gram per ml. 1 gram per ml is the water density. Got it? 1 gram per ml is the water density. It means if you take 1 ml water, okay, its weight will be 1 gram. Simple, no problem with it. Okay, there. So if I ask you a simple question, okay, what is volume of 1 mole water? What is the volume of 1 mole water? So what is the volume of 1 mole water? So answer is 18 ml. Okay, 18 ml. Sorry, 18 ml, because the density is 1 gram per ml, means 1 gram is contained in 1 ml. So 1 mole water is how much? 1 mole water is your 18 gram. So 18 gram will corresponds to 18 ml of the volume. Okay, this one. So that is your, basically that is the
So
density.
basically, they are directly proportional.
Not, whatever is the density, it is directly proportional. You take some other liquid. Okay, suppose you take you can take propanol. Propanol has density, it is around how much it is, 0.7 approximately. I am not sure. Okay, so let's take it density 0.7 gram per ml. Okay, so it means that in 1 ml it has 0.7 gram. Okay, so that is
So
the
this 1
basic
ml
thing.
to 1 gram ratio is only for water, right?
What?
1 ml to 1 gram the relation
That is
is
for
only
water
for
only.
water.
That is for
Yeah, only
water
for
only.
water.
Okay, that is the density of water. Density of each and every liquid is different, so relation will change accordingly. Okay, you cannot apply 1 gram to 1 ml for every liquid. That is not correct. Are you getting the point? Hello.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so propanol is what? CH3 CH2 CH2OH. So this is your propanol. Okay, this is your propanol. So propanol has this much of the density. Okay, now suppose if you take, let's take ice. What is the density of ice? It is 0.97 gram per ml. That is the density of ice. Okay, so density of ice is lesser than density of water. Okay, ice density is less than, that's why you see ice floats over water. So that is the water, and ice floats over it. Okay, whatever is there. So whichever has the lesser density will come up. That you will study in physics. Okay, in Archimedes principle. Okay, so that's why all the oils will come up on water, because they are less dense. Okay, so that is your density. Understood this one? What is meant by density? Now suppose they ask you how many molecules of water liquid are present in 0.3 ml of water. Okay, how many molecules of water, okay, liquid water, are present in 0.3 ml of water? So what you have to do here, just find out the weight. So 0.3 ml will correspond to the 0.3 gram of water. Okay, because the density of water is what, 1 gram per ml, that is the density of water. So this is the density of water, and because 1 gram is equal to 1 ml, so 0.3 ml, 0.3 gram. Okay, this one. So 18 gram water, you know, it contains any number of molecules, so 0.3 gram water will corresponds to x molecules. Okay, so that will be Na by 60. Okay, so x will be Na by 60. Okay, so you can divide Na, you can take 6 into 10 to the power 23 divided by 60, so that will correspond to 10 to the power 20.
So you can keep it in terms of Na, right?
What?
You can keep it in the terms of Na molecules, right?
Yeah, no problem. Na by 60 is also correct. You can also write like this. So this is how we solve it. Another concept is the mixing. Okay, what is the density after mixing? Okay, another concept is density of mixture. Okay, when we mix two liquids, what is the density? Okay, suppose you take say liquid A, okay, with a density of 0.5 gram per ml, and you take liquid B with the density 2 gram per ml. Okay, so this is the density. Okay, 100 ml of A is mixed with 50 ml of B. 50 ml of B. What is density of mixture? Okay, what is the density of mixture? So how to solve it? Uh, how to solve it? So density of mixture is what? It is the total weight divided by total volume. Okay, total weight divided by total volume. So you have to find how much weight of A is there in 100 ml, plus how much weight of B is there in 50 ml. Then you have to add the weight of A and B. Okay, put it in the numerator, and the total volume is 100 plus 50, that is your 150. Okay, any doubt in that? Please ask.
So can you repeat?
What I told you, that total weight means weight of A in 100 ml of A plus weight of B in 50 ml of B. So that is your total weight divided by total volume. Total volume is 100 plus 50, that is your 150 ml. So let's solve it. Okay, now 0.5 gram is contained in 1 ml. Okay, let's talk about the A is 0.5. Okay,
So
0.5
density will be 1.
gram is, yeah, is there in 1 ml. So in 100 ml, how much is the weight? That is your 50. So weight of A is 50. Okay, that is your weight of A. Plus, now we have to calculate the weight of B. So V is 2 gram per ml, means 2 gram is there in 1 ml. Okay, so how much there in 50 ml? So that is your 100 gram. So plus 100 divided by 100 ml of A plus 50 ml of B. So what is the density then?
One.
It will be 50 plus 100, 50 plus 100. So that will be 1 gram per ml. So that is the density. So that is the answer. Any doubt in this?
No, sir.
Okay, this is how we solve the density of the mixture. Got it? So total weight divided by total volume. So that is the density of the mixture. Okay, so we are today's chapter we are closing in here. Tomorrow we will do all the concentration terms. So tomorrow or day after tomorrow, your mole concept will be over, and do all the problems. Okay, and that first concept, law of chemical combination, please leave that. I will teach you after this concentration terms. Okay, rest you can do. Okay, so
Sir, how many total tablets do we have in physical chemistry?
what
How many tablets do we have in physical chemistry?
how many
Tablets do we have in physical chemistry?
chapters?
Yeah.
So this first, second, atomic structure, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 chapters.
Okay, physical chemistry.
10 chapters are there.
Okay. Okay. Bye.
Okay.